Good morning, YouTube. Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to walk you through the steps on getting tax exempt for staples. It's pretty simple, not too many slides here, but it had a little hang up because you got to fax in your reseller certificate, tax exempt certificate, however you want to call it. It goes by different names depending on where you're at, so it is interchangeable. It can be called a reseller certificate, reseller permit, tax exempt permit. I've heard it called a few different variations. So staples is awesome, and if you are purchasing items to resell, and I use it for supplies that go into bundles and things that get resold. So say you're going to put some items in a box, and that box is the box going to the customer. That's part of the item, part of the cost of goods there for that item, versus my boxes that I'm shipping stuff out for FBA. I pay taxes on those. Those are not tax exempt, but always consult your CPA for what you should be paying tax on and what you shouldn't be paying tax on, etc. So let's get into it. It's not, like I said, I think I got 6 slides here. So if you go to staples.com or just type in, how do I obtain a sales tax exempt for staples or staples tax exempt, you will find yourself getting to this page, and the instructions are pretty clear. If you have a tax exempt organization and do not have a customer number, please follow these steps. The first step is to fax your tax certificate to Staples at this phone number right here. I think in all of the stores I'm tax exempt in, which is a lot of them, I'm trying to do videos on them all now, this is the only one that I can think of that required a fax, and I have no idea why. It seems like in this day and age, fax machines are a little outdated, if you ask me. But on the flip side, maybe if they're trying to weed out anybody who's not really serious about business, including that as kind of a step that would definitely weed out a lot of youngsters out there. On a cover sheet, include your phone number and order number if applicable. Do not write it on your tax certificate. And then your order will be taxed, and then a refund generated as our tax department verifies your tax exempt information. This one's also a little tricky because as you go through and you make tax exempt purchases on Staples, you don't see that tax taken off at the time of purchase. It just, when they go to run everything and do your order, it then gets taken off there. So if you go back into your orders and go look at what was charged for your order invoices, which Staples is really nice, you can go in and get a nice order invoice, really easy peasy, and you will see that there was no tax charged. So they're a good website to work with on that end. The cover sheet, if you want to download a fax cover sheet, you can certainly do that. There's a lot of templates out there in the web. You can just put something together in a Google Doc or a Word doc that includes that information. I think when I did it, I did download a fax cover sheet template and then filled it out. But for the example I'm showing today, I did not download a template. I just put my stuff here. So, I would call, in my Word doc, I would call it Staples cover letter, and, they want your name, your company, your phone number, and your order number. And I just put it like this, but if you want it to be more template-esque, go ahead and do that. For faxing, I don't think I went with Fax Zero, but today that's what I found that's free to send faxes over. And you're basically sending a fax through a web service. I don't have a fax machine. I'm not going to go buy a fax machine. I think I signed up with another free organization that allows you to do 5 or 10 faxes a month, which I've only done one in probably 10 years. So more than adequate. Find a free site that's reputable. If you are unsure if your site is reputable, go to Google, type in Fax Zero reviews, and just see what comes up. I do that for a lot of wholesale companies and any company I'm looking to do, just something like this with, where I'm like, are they going to sell all my information? What's going on? Are they real? And just kind of look at the reviews, see if there's any red flags there. So for Fax Zero, it's free. You go faxzero.com. You put in your sender information here, the receiver information here, tax department, Staples, their phone number. I had to take out the dashes or it flagged it as not a real number. You're going to put in your couple of files, one called the cover letter and then my reseller permit, which is, I named it in my files, WA reseller permit, and then I have it from 2022 to 2026. I just had to re-up mine, and I was trying to see if I needed to give it to Staples. I couldn't find any way to really give it to them. Some companies, once you put your number on file, it's fine, and they're just going to, you know, if it says, like mine expired in March, they may look my number up to see if it's still valid, and I don't have to send them another certificate. Some companies are wanting that copy of their certificate sent, so I've been doing that all month. Any company that I've been doing business with, wholesale purchases and stuff, I've been sending them a new reseller permit. But Staples didn't seem to really need it. Once you get your reseller number, you can go look yourself up. It's public documents and see if it's valid that way. So there's a quick web search for Washington. Other states may do it differently. My point is that some places require you to send them a new one when you renew, and some places do not. So far, Staples has not, but hey, if they sent me an email, I'll respond and give them a new one. So once you're done with that, you're going to hit confirm and fax it away. For my account in Staples, I have this spot to have add or update tax exempt status. So I was thinking, oh, that must be where I put my renewed certificate. But when I went to go do it down here, I'm just showing you what it looks like on the Staples side. Sorry if that was not apparent. I'm in Staples. I'm in my account. I wanted to renew my tax exempt. I was trying to figure that out this morning. And you just have this button right here. This button leads to here, and you can edit your tax exempt customer number, but there was no way to submit a new permit. So there it is. Once you get the fax over to Staples, it took less than 2 weeks, I would say, and I received in the mail a little letter and a card. I believe my card is now orange, but this is what I pulled when looking for pictures to share because I didn't want to obviously take a picture of my card to share. But you get a little card in the mail, and the card in the mail has this information on it. It has the phone number to call, the email, so I could just email taxexempt@staples.com and send them my new email or my new certificate, I suppose. And then it's going to have your tax exempt number. When you are at the store, you're going to go ahead and pull this card out and have them scan this card to get a tax exempt purchase in store. When you're online, once you're set up in the online thing, it's automatic. Like I said, it doesn't show it when you're checking out, but when you go back and you look at your orders, you don't have that tax there. So that is it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Very detailed walkthrough on Staples, all things to get unlocked for tax exempt at Staples. Saving on tax is definitely something you should look into because the amount of purchasing you're going to do, and you're already going to be paying taxes on the sales side of your items, so you want to make sure you're not paying double taxes. Unless if you really love the government, then go ahead and pay double taxes. But as much as I love our government, I think I will keep my taxes that I don't have to pay. So take care, everybody. Have a great day.